Hello and welcome. My name is Phoenix Ryan. This little cutie is Oreo. Welcome to I Nima. This is a psychological horror game where we need to convince our mom that we are really their daughter. Let's give it a go. I don't know how we need to do this. That's all I know about it. And that it's going to be trippy as hell. Nima? Dark, cold, endless, and utterly serene. The perfect undulating prison for you to spend eternity. An irritating yet familiar voice scratches at your brain, and you find yourself violently awoken by a mysterious figure. It worked! Worked? You're breathing! The air is cold and stagnant, and the walls that surround you provide the room with a distinct lack of natural light. You're underground. Dozens of boxes, overflowing with trinkets, bring a strange sense of comfort. That comfort dissipates as you realize you're tied to the chair you're sitting in. A bungee cord holds your head up. The stranger stands across the room, hesitating to approach. Nima, is that you? Who's Nima? Am I Nima? Just tell her whatever she wants to hear. Okay, so I've got this brain over here. I have to combine words. When you're done, words can be dragged from your brain down to your mouth to unlock new dialogue options. Mom? Mom, what's going on? Wait, yes, it's all coming back to you now. You are Nima Lee, and this is your mother, Annabelle Lee. Mom breathes a sigh of relief and smiles. Oh, thank God, I thought I'd lost you. She excitedly steps forward, but stops herself just short of throwing her arms around you in an embrace. She pauses. Lost? Me? Mom shudders. Let me bring you some food first. You must be starving. Mom exits the basement, excitedly clambering her way up the stairs. I hope she trips and cracks her skull. Thanks, Mom. A sopping wet bowl of slop is gently presented to you. The odor, reminiscent of wet dog and dirty socks, is masked by an overwhelming amount of soy sauce. Your nose begins to shrivel like a worm left out in the sun. Mom unties your hands but leaves your waist and head fastened to the chair. With some effort, you can now eat your gruel. She places a small, dull spoon in your now free hand. She's even uglier up close. Okay, Nima, before you eat, we need to have a little talk. There was an accident. Your memories may have been affected, and I want to ensure you're okay before everything goes back to normal. You're going to be living and sleeping in the basement for now. Can you untie me? You're tied up for your own safety. If you fall unconscious, I don't want you to fall and hurt yourself. Just follow our rules and then we'll be free. You're not a prisoner. This is just a controlled environment for you to heal in, okay? You look at the bowl of food and then back up at her. You try to nod, but your head just bounces and your binds. Alright, so starting tomorrow, I'm going to be bringing you items. I want you to think about how any of these items make you feel. If they bring back any memories. For now, let's start with something simple as an example. She takes the bowl of gruel and pushes it toward you. What does this kanji make you think of? You can start to eat while we talk if you like. You hesitate, looking down at the bowl and back at her. While she claims there are no wrong answers, you know that that's not true. She's looking for a specific response. Try connecting the ideas in your mind and see where those trains of thought lead you. Tell me about what you're thinking about. Disgust. Ew! Despite every fiber of your being screaming at you not to, you bravely force a single spoon of piping hot kanji down your throat. Overwhelmed by the pungent taste of Mom's unconventional methodology of cooking, you spit back out. Better to starve to death than endure another mouthful of this over-seasoned nightmare. Unsurprisingly, Mom looks away in shame and apologizes for the culinary travesty before you. I guess my cooking hasn't improved then. I'm sorry, Mom, I can't eat this. Well, you have to eat something. Can we order takeout? She cringes. The notion of spending money on greasy fast food when there is perfectly fine congee at home seems to cause her physical anguish. You know what? I have some Burger coupons upstairs. I've been saving them for a special occasion. Be determined if she'll remember to actually do this. Huh, she's gonna feed us, right? You yawn. The bowl of congee certainly chased away your appetite. Now you'd prefer to find a nice den to crawl inside and sleep. Mom sets the bowl aside and lets out a long sigh. She stares at you intently, preparing for something. How much of the accident do you remember? Shake your head. Some things just come to you, but as far as you're concerned, everything that happened before you woke up in this basement feels like a dream. You were swimming. You hit your head. You're lucky I was able to rescue you. You clutch your head as a bolt of pain travels from the top of your cranium down to your spine. Ow! Likely story. A memory surges to you. You recall looking up at your mother's stony face. Her hand, she clutches a small sharp knife designed to cut through flesh and organs. Your mother looks worried as she reached out to console you. You recoil away from her. Maybe we should talk about this later. Tomorrow the real test will begin. You pass those and you'll be free to leave the basement, and everything can return to normal. How am I supposed to pass if I can barely remember anything? I suppose it's only fair you have a chance to ask me some questions in return. Oh, I can bring these up at any time. Okay. Okay. Rock. Kanji go with anything? Disgust. Rock? Okay, no. Predator and rock don't work. We can do like body pain. Okay, so these are all the words that I know now. Use your next words carefully. What do you want to know? No. Did I die in the accident? No. You were in a coma. Let's not worry about that right now, okay? Your eyelids are growing heavy. You're running out of energy. Anything else you want to ask me about? You hurt me. I remember you hurt me. Mom flinches. You can tell you struck a nerve. She begins to tremble. Nima, honey, I know I'm not always present, but I would never. You have a second memory come to you. You're trapped in an abyss, eyes shut and disconnected from your brain. You can feel your mother holding your hand. No, play dumb. Sorry, Mom. I'm confused. Mom relaxes a little, although she doesn't let go of the barb you stuck in her. Lately I've been prioritizing my work over you, and that's not fair. It'll be different now, I promise. It doesn't mean I've ever actively wanted to hurt you. But I can't deny that you've been hurt because I've not been there for you when you needed me. The conversation trails off. You're both unwilling to look at each other. You yawn and your mother takes notice. Nima, sweetie, don't you think it's time to go to bed? All these pain dialogues. I have just one more question. Okay, what do you want to ask? No, I don't want blood. Swimming. I got hurt while swimming. You feel like you don't trust that explanation. You went swimming by yourself and hit your head on a rock. I told you not to go because the current was strong, but you didn't listen as usual. You were lucky I found you when you did. Really? Yeah. Her voice is tinged with regret. She's lying to you. The pain surging through your brain terminates with a sudden pull of the plug. Your eyes cut to blindness and you feel your body fall forward to be caught by the ropes fastening you to the chair. Flicker in and out of consciousness as rogue bolts of electricity wiggle your neurons. Mom hums a familiar song. A pair of tender arms bear the full weight of your malnourished, sickly form. You are lowered onto a lumpy mattress, tucked in routinely without indulgence. Whoever carried you here was hesitant to do so. Your acts of mothership seem little more than a performance. Despite that, you feel a gentle hand lovingly caress the side of your face, and once again the world goes dark. Fossil. Ooh. My head hurts. This is my room. I barely remember it. Was it always this lumpy? I wish I could be the powerhouse of the cell. This ain't that bad. I think he's faking it. Oops. Is it July already? Feels like it's been a million years. Help Mom file taxes. Mom was always stressed about those. Rice, milk, coffee, tomatoes. Wonder if Mom had time to pick up groceries while I was gone. Doesn't seem like it. Dumb bass. Hey, that bass is trying its best. I'll lock her. I can't remember the password. Oh, hang on, man. Oops. Hang on. Go back to this. Okay, what's that? What's that? What's... No, go back. Hello. Oh, okay. My porpoise in life. I wonder what my purpose is. This is my special jar of wishes. Right now, I wish I could get out of here. I used to chew on these pencils. This human looks strange. A penguin. I wonder if they're ever jealous of the birds in the sky. This book is about evolution. I wonder what we'll evolve into. Spent a long time working on this one. No one even read it. Not to toot my own horn, but I'm a pretty strong swimmer. These fish are trapped in a fake world. Zhongwen 7. Even after all those years of studying, my Mandarin still sucks. Understanding Paleobiology by Helen Tamerlane. Tales from the Uncool Kid, Benson Breyer. This book used to be so relatable. Now I just think he's a loser. 101 dinosaur jokes that'll have your friends roaring. JP. What a Tyrannosaurus Rex. Oh well, what's he so happy about? Pisses me off. Oh. Wonder what's out there. These waters have been sitting here for a while. Wonder what's living inside it now. A lava lamp. To the touch. This is what my dad looked like. I remember him. I was his child, and I was her child. In this kingdom by the sea. Child's drawing. It vaguely resembles a koi fish. James Pond. The bathroom is locked. What if I need to... Okay. Happy age. Old. Sad. Lonely. Pearl. Freedom. Mom, work. Forgotten. Responsibility. Fossil. Obsession. Hello. You recall a day in the summer that could have been any day. You were alone baking heat over your house waiting for your mom to return home. The AC broke at some point. Now you hide from the light, drawing all the curtains tight and clutching a small whirling fanning hand. In the darkness and heat, you shuffle around like a ghost, cleaning dishes over and over just for something to do to pass the time. You wet your hands in lukewarm water, then stick them back in the freezer. Most most of all, you wonder what you did wrong, what you did to deserve this loneliness. Suddenly you hear your doorbell. You half slide, half run your way to the door. At the door, instead of your mother, you find Pearl. She smiles at you and offers you a bag filled with sports drink, cold food, and ice cream. Hello, Nima. I've bought some things for you and your mother. You were sad to tell the retirement home you couldn't work there anymore. Your mother needed your help once more. Now that you and Pearl had your roles switched, she started looking after you instead of the other way around. It was strange considering she was nowhere near your age. She wondered if this is what having a friend felt like. Thanks, Pearl. You greedily took the bag from her and extracted a package of cold peas. You balanced them on top of your head to relieve the baking sensation on your brain. You want to come in and play a board game? We have chess, checkers, and mahjong. Oh, I always have time to beat you at mahjong. Is your mother home? She's at work right now. You're not with her? I thought you were her lab assistant. I am. She comes back here once in a while and I give her a new lunchbox and a change of fresh clothes. With her word, she won at mahjong, and won again as you try to regain your honor. That's all? You just hand off supplies and she leaves? I thought she was taking you up the mountain. Yeah, but that was before. The image of a shale fossil lingered in your mind. The day you found it, you were so happy. You couldn't get yourself to stop smiling. When you looked down, you swore you could see the fossil smiling back. You stopped yourself. You already took me. Nothing interesting happened. Just saw a bunch of rocks. Oh, really? Nothing interesting at all? Shake your head vigorously. You can't risk upsetting your mother any more than you already have. Fine, fine. But if you ever feel like gossiping, old Pearl's always here to listen. You return to silently playing board games. You remember that she got up in the middle of the game and went over and kicked your AC. You were horrified, but somehow that fixed it. You came sputtering back to life. You're able to turn the lights back on. More than that, you're able to run the oven without the heat spilling out to bake the whole room. You made cookies together, swapped stories, and planned a trip to Vancouver you both knew would never be able to take. For a moment, she freed you from the heat and the isolation. If only she were here to save you now. Okay. Happy joke. Swimming. Pain. James Pond. Aquarium. Trophy. Dad. Fish. Guilt. Forgiveness. Happy. Memory. Family. Mom. Nima. Love. Oh my god. Pretend. Happy. Happy and fear. Happy pet. Pet fear. Discuss. Happy poem. Dream. Brown. This is weird. This is really weird. I keep making the same words over and over. Sashimi. Okay. Hungry. Ugh, not kanji. Zombie! Oh. If I do zombie and trophy, I just get back to me? Knife. Sashimi. Okay, I'm back to sashimi. Time. Boredom. Homework. Corpse. Guts. Outside. Maybe I could do life and guts. Plant. I got plant 3 times from that. Mom. Plant. Death. James Pond. Okay, I got James Pond again. Plant. Oops. Body. River. James Pond. Swimming. Okay, I'm not getting any extra things here. Brown, hungry fish. Torture. Okay, torture, homework, plant. Bed, homework, trophy, torture, coffin. Envy, plant. Envy, homework, trapped. Freedom, plant, trophy, homework, hungry, indulgence. That's a new word. Disgust, judgment. Bully. Bug. Okay. Guts. Do any of these go together? What if I did body with, Oh, what if I did dad? Grandma. Bully grandma. Plant grandma. Bug grandma. Homework grandma. Trophy grandma. Dad grandma. Memory grandma. Disgust bully grandma. I don't know. What am I supposed to do? Alright, should I knock for mom? Yes. Are you awake? Yes. You hear her undo a series of deadbolts. Opening the door only a crack for it to be caught by the chain lock and held nearly closed. She studies you. Close the door. You hear her undo the last chain and open the door again. You didn't clean yourself up. The bathroom door is locked. The cold demeanor thaws for a moment. Shit. She pans her head with the palm of her hand. She gestures you to go sit at the table, while she retreats into your room and unlocks the bathroom. Quick, lock her in. You hesitate, weighing the risk of trapping your mother in your prison. She returns quickly and efficiently. Your bathroom's unlocked. He doesn't take note of you passing by to ascend the stairs. In a staccato of thumps and exit the basement. You fidget in your chair, wondering if you did something to upset her. She's not buying it. She returns trundling clumsily down the stairs. She holds the railing to keep herself steady. On the other hand, she carries a large tote bag, bulging with concealed items. Alright. Calms down a bit and smiles placidly at you. Good morning, Nima. Morning. Don't forget to call her Mom. Did you sleep well, Mom? No. Disgusting. She's wearing the same clothes from yesterday. She looks disheveled. It's unclear if she slept at all. You feeling any pain? Yesterday our conversation ended rather abruptly. Your vitals are stable and you seem to have made a full recovery. Yes, I'm feeling well. Good. She flips up a notebook and makes note of that response. How's your sleep? Any interruptions or strange dreams? Lie to her. No. She flips a notebook closed and the fake smile turns into a real one. You're gonna do better today, right? Today's gonna be a little different from yesterday. With me, I have some items. All you need to do is tell me how they make you feel. I'm gonna get rid of these. Can you do that for me? Yes. Place the plushie of a shark upon the table in front of you, and for some reason it invokes unfamiliar feelings within. Happy! Nostalgia, sorrow, and most intriguingly, love. Alright, let's put love in there. Happy and love, dream. Okay. Now, is there anything this reminds you of? Is it asleep? Why isn't he moving? Is he sleeping? This is a toy. Oh. It's James Bond. Pet fish? What's the pet fish doing out of his house? This isn't your pet fish. That's kind of close. Where do fish live? Balls? The sea? I know this one. It's the river. You said pet fish. Where do pet fish live? Aquariums? That's right. And what do aquariums make you think about? Fish. Even know. The troop. That's the toy Dad got me at the aquarium. Can we go? Can we get tickets? Yes, let us out the ball. It's not really a good time for that right now. Oh man, promise me we'll go sometime, okay? Just like how we used to when Dad was still around. Memories of your father's embrace fill your mind. He's no longer with you, but the plushie still connects the two of you together. Maybe after we're all done here, does that sound good? Yeah, okay. Mom lets out a melancholic chuckle. It's funny, you used to bring this thing everywhere with you. Remember, you never let me take it from you, even to wash it. Your father used to say it was starting to look more like a catfish than a shark. He even considered buying a second one to switch out so we could clean it when you weren't looking. Hey, he never did, don't worry. After he passed, you're even more inseparable. You wanted to hold on to anything that reminded you of him. You and Mom share a moment of nostalgic silence, reminiscing on the warmth of the face that fades more and more into memory every single day. Mom lovingly plants her hand on your cheek. I'm just glad I didn't lose both of you. Okay, Nima, let's move on to something else. You pulled out a chunk of rock with a strange formation entombed in its surface. There's a prismatic glow on the rock and an opalized skeleton frozen in time and cracked open like an egg. Mother hesitates, unsure if she should show you this thing. Still, she places it on the table and pushes it toward you. What does this remind you of? Blood. Water? I found it. I found that fossil. I found it in the Kicking Horse River. You were so happy when I gave it to you as a present. Mom looks pleased. She reaches out and starts to run her finger across the fossil. Yes, I was. Surprising me because you don't usually find fossils like that underwater. This has slid all the way down from the mountain to end up there. Don't recall the day that you dived in. The clearness of the turquoise water that made it easy to see the bottom. The rock that seemed to call to you. Your mom's carefree smile. Looks like it's broken, though. Mother nods, not looking at the fossil. She already knew it was broken. I extracted the fossil after you gave it to me. Some of the imprints are still there, though. Feels like Mom isn't telling you everything. There was something special about this fossil when you found it. The reason you ran across the rocks to present it to her. Can I see it? No, not right now. I'm still studying it. That's okay. I can wait until you're ready. Until then, I'm happy to help you in any way I can. Cooking, taking care of the house, picking up after you. It's all fine so long as you can achieve your dreams. What's that supposed to mean? Your mother had called you a lab assistant, but all you did was help her was cook and clean. Back then you told yourself you did all that work for love, but now you can't help but feel indignant. It's not fair that I have to do all this work, and I don't even know why. All this work, doing your chores, is just the bare minimum. Don't be ungrateful. This project is going to fix our family. Bare minimum? You didn't let me leave the house. I felt like I was in prison. You shouldn't have said that. You had to learn your lesson. What lesson? You really shouldn't have said that. I don't think we should continue talking about this. I want to focus on happy memories today. You're my good and happy daughter, Nima. She speaks as if she's reminding herself who you are, but the tone is clearly suggesting that you've begun to wander off the script she set out for you. What lesson, Mom? Don't get all righteous with me, as if it's my fault that we ended up like this. You're the one who betrayed my trust. You're the one who put this entire experiment in jeopardy. I was ready to forgive you, for us to go back to the way things were, but it seems you're still too spiteful to move on. You're not Nima. Nima would never act like this. Nima would never question me like this. That's it. It's time for bed. Your mother grits her teeth to hold herself back from speaking further. Roughly, she picks you up by the arms and hauls you back to your room. She deposits you across the threshold of the door and then quickly closes the door behind you. You hear her voice muttering something about controlled stimulus as she stomps away from the door and begins ascending the stairs out of the basement. You messed up. Pushed her buttons too much. She doesn't love you anymore. You banish the errant thought from your mind. After the interrogation today, you want for nothing else but for the comfort of the bed. You find yourself awake in bed. There are heavy weights in your arms. Try to wiggle, but your arms push against a series of tight ropes that bind you still. I told you, she doesn't like failure. Your mother enters the room wiping a small steel pick with an antiseptic tissue. You're awake? I didn't use enough anesthesia. You try to scream, but you discover your mouth is gagged. That's fine. You won't need it. She leans over you, placing her knee on your stomach to pin you and gripping your face with a clawed hand. The pick inches closer to your eye. Don't blame yourself. It's my fault, really. Something must have gone wrong with the procedure for you to come out like this. She begins to caress your cheek. Her hands are trembling ever so slightly. But that's okay. There's always next time. You feel the blade scrape past your socket and push into the nerves of your brain. Your life terminates with a pop as she severs your brain in half. Suddenly it's dark. Dark, cold, endless, and utterly serene. You spend an eternity in this darkness. Until a familiar voice. Nima? Is that you? Oh god, that's creepy. Okay. Well, that is creepy. And very disturbing. If any of you have found this content particularly disturbing, my apologies. And if you've made it this far, then thank you. Thank you for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to give this game a try for yourself, see if there are any different ways in which that can end up, I'll provide a link in the description below the video. Thank you so much for watching. Me and Oreo. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye for now.